So hello everyone, Grosey here. Today we've got another episode of the Unhuntables podcast series with Christopher.
Hello.
We're going to be hunting through 2p coins in the background whilst we go through a very exciting tier list. So we are going to be going through all of the coins. I think we've got all of the coins that were released. Yeah, if we've missed any, let us know. But going through all the coins that were released this calendar year and ranking them on a tier list. We did a similar idea last year, or it was the same idea last year, so go back and watch that if you want to see how we ranked last year's coins. But yeah, we're going to go through all the coins and...
Yeah, it's worth pointing out that the tier list, it does say proof, BU, bullion, circulating and TAT. That's not to do with the striking standards, it's just we've changed the usual ranking letters to be a bit coin related. There's also some 2025 dated coins that are not included, because they were released at the end of last year, so we haven't duplicated those, so we have taken some of them out.
Yeah, 2024 dated.
Yeah, sorry.
So, for example, the Tyrannosaurus 50p, we ranked that last year because that was already released by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's 32 coins. Can you believe 32 coins? Right.
Bonkers.
I know. Let's go through some of these then. So, the first one, I'm going to try and get my... pictures up so I can see them all as well. Let's just go in the order that they are on here. So first one we have is the... I don't know what the names of any of these are. The Harry Potter... the Star Wars one. I can't think what it's called.
What does the ship look like?
Let me get... No, it's one of the characters. Let me get New Mister up 1 second. It... Oh, I've Han Solo and Chewbacca. That's the first one that's come up on this list. They're not in any particular order.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice design.
The problem I have is I think that the characters don't look as good as the later vehicles that came out looked.
Yeah.
So
I'd be willing to put that one in bullion for now.
Oh, I think that's setting the bullion bar quite high. I think the problem is this with some of the characters, they're a bit uncanny valley. They look great with colour, but without colour they look a bit uncanny valley. So as much as I love my Star Wars, I think I would put it in the circulating row.
Okay, let's go with circulating. That's fine. Next up we have the first of the Bond £5. So which one's this one? This one is the Bond films of the 1980s.
There we go. So again, the two previous came out before this year, so they were included in last year, so not included in this tier list. I quite like them. I think they're nice designs. I would punt for bullion at least on this one.
See, I prefer the Star Wars one over this one.
Really?
Yeah.
If you were more of a Star Wars fan, you'd nitpick it a bit more.
Okay, I'll back you and I'll go with bullion then. That's fine. But that gives me a free pass to have a cool one that I really like at some point. So there we go. Right, next up we have a Dinosaur 50p. This one is... Is it bad that I can't remember what any of these are called?
Stegosaurus? I can see what Grosey's doing, so I can see him frantically scrolling through Numista looking for it.
Yeah. So this one is the Stegosaurus. Yeah, that's the one. What do you think about the Stegosaurus?
I really like the dinosaur ones, so I think I would probably put Stegosaurus in BU. What I really like is a nice design. Again, it works with and without colour, but it's that background feel, that sort of shimmery sky, that I think just adds a bit of character to it.
Yeah. Fair. I like the way that they have the lettering. Kind of, some of it is raised, some of it is imprinted, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd agree with B on that. I'll tell you what, let's just go down the list of New Mister, and then that'll be a lot easier rather than the other order that I've got this in. So, next up, the Diplodocus. What do we think about the Diplodocus 50p?
Very similar to Stegosaurus. I would be quite happy sticking that in BU.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Next up, we have the Tyrannosaurus is the third one in the set, but that one already came out last year.
The first one in the set.
That's it. Next we've got the Star Wars vehicle, so the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
I think
now we're talking. What?
Again, I'm not a Star Wars fan, and I think that of the vehicles, that one is a bit boring.
Um. Okay. Yeah, I've pushed you to my own decision making too many times so far. I would put it in bullion, but I will allow you to put it in circulating, and I'll just
Okay.
mentally log that one.
Let's go with circulating there. Right. Next we have the RNLI.
RNLI, yeah. So it was in the annual set. I thought it was a really nice design in the annual set.
Yeah.
I think I'd put it in BU.
See, I think it's a really nice design, and I also think it's a really good cause as well. So I'd be tempted to set the bar and put that under the proof category.
Okay, then. I mean,
Do you agree?
Yeah, I think I would agree. Yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
I wouldn't object.
I guess we did explain this, but yeah, proof is like the highest rank, and then tat is the lowest rank.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fine. I'll show a picture of how we're ranking them as well, so you've got an idea. Then we've got the Team GB.
That is going in proof.
That's
I will
going
die
in
on that hill. That's
proof.
my coin of the year. It's such a stunning coin.
Okay, can't argue with that. Next we have Death Star.
It's got to be higher than the Millennium Falcon, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'd agree with Bullion for that one.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so let's go Bullion with the Death Star. Next we've got the TIE Fighter.
Now, TIE Fighter, I think, is nicer than the Death Star. I think it's got to go in BU. I think it's such a cool vehicle, and again, with the whole series of the vehicles, I think they've worked much better than the characters. So I would step it up and put that one into BU.
See, I'd still be at Bullion, but that's because I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I'll give it to you. I know you're the Star Wars man, so there we go. And then we've got X-Wing.
X-Wing, BU or Bullion, I will let you choose.
Let's
it's a
go
cool vehicle.
Bullion with X-Wing. So the middle tier. Next we have Harry Potter, the Winged Keys.
Now, see, I think I would probably punt for proof on this one. I think it is such a cool design. It's such an intricate design. There's so much going on with it, and I really like the design, especially after in the Royal Proclamation it came out saying, "Oh, it's the Harry Potter and the Winged Key." I was like, "What does this even mean?" And when we saw the design, I was totally turned around on it, and I really like it.
Yeah. See, I think that I like it a lot, and it gives me sort of memories of how the 2017 Beatrix Potters were done, or just just back then when I don't know the designs took up the whole space on the coin, and
Yeah.
they were really nice. But I'm not a Harry Potter fan. That's why I can't get my head around proof. But if you want it at proof, then
I think
I had it with RNLI, so I think I'll allow it.
It's again such a nice design. I think I'd put it in the top tier.
Okay.
It was a contender for my coin of the year. It was up there.
Really? Okay, let's go with.
I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so I'm not.
Let's go with proof then for the Winged Keys. Next we have on the list the Gruffalo's Child.
I like the Gruffalo's Child. I thought it was quite funny how everyone went mad about how many toes does the Gruffalo's Child have. I'm not quite sure where it would land.
I'm between BU and Bullion.
Yeah, I think I'm similar.
I do really like it though. Again, it uses up a lot of the detail on the coin, a lot of the space. But I've just sort of seen what the next coin is, and I think that deserves higher. So yeah, I think Bullion is fair.
Okay, yeah.
For the Gruffalo's Child in the middle. Next we have the D-Day anniversary.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
I did like that one.
I
wouldn't say it's a top tier design, but I did really like it.
I think it's really nice. It's if there was a category between BU and proof, then it would go there. But I think BU for me.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Yeah. Cool. Next up we have Harry Potter the Black Lake.
Oh, we all know where that's going, right?
That one's going in tat.
Bottom tier. Terrible design. especially compared to that first one of the year as
The
well.
poor designer who probably spent a lot of time designing that, and you've just said terrible
No,
design.
I think what it is that they had a day to do the two. They spent 95% of their day doing the first one. They went, "Oh my god, I've got another one to do." And went,
Yeah, I didn't know what it was until I saw the coloured one. You can't even really see Harry Potter being held by them. So yeah,
no.
I will agree that that's the first tat one. The bottom tier. Next up, we have the Ice Age Giant. So we've got the giant deer.
I think the giant deer is probably my least favourite of the three. I would put that in circulating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a nice set, but
Well,
yeah.
see, I'd almost put it a bit higher. I'd put it in bullion actually.
Yeah, I'm looking at the other things, other designs in there. Like the Gruffalo, it's not as good as a Gruffalo's child design, is it? And I think the fact that the other
suppose.
ones were like these extraordinary creatures, and it's just it's a giant deer. I get that it's an Ice Age creature, whatever, but it's not. It's no T-Rex, is it?
Okay, fair enough. Then we've got the mammoth.
The mammoth, I think it's my favourite of the three.
I like the way the
I would-
tusks go all the way around the coin.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a bullion or BU for me.
I think bullion.
Okay.
That's fine. Then we've got the woolly rhinoceros.
I see. This puts me in I think that would have been a bullion, and the mammoth would have been upper tier. But given your input as well, I would put that in bullion.
Okay. I would put it in circulating, to be honest, but let's go in the middle with bullion then. That's fine.
Yeah.
Then we have the snowman.
Oh, okay. I mean, I did like the snowman.
I like
it would be
it
at least
well.
BU in my books.
Let's go BU. We might change that to. Oh, I'm thinking proof though, actually, because I really like it. But I don't know if that's just because I like Christmas. Do you know what? You had the winged keys, so I'm having the snowman in
did.
proof.
There we go. That's fair. That's fair.
Cool. Then we've got £2 coin. That's all the 50p's, isn't it? Yeah, that's all the 50p's.
Yep.
£2 coins. National Gallery.
I would put that in BU. I think it's a really nice design. It's a nice use of empty space, which again sometimes it's not done in the right way. Like with the Harry Potter and the Black Lake, the empty space doesn't work. Whereas I think the empty space works on the
Yeah.
National Gallery.
Okay, put that in BU. Then we've got Winston Churchill.
Now we're going to disagree on this because for me it's going quite low down. Because again, when I first saw the image, I was like, "Who's that supposed to be?" It looks like George the Sixth or something.
George the Sixth.
It's just not the Churchill that we all imagine. I get he was younger at one point, but that's not the Churchill we all think. So I mean, it's a contender for tat or circulating for me, but we're going to fall out over this one.
Well, I don't. I just think it works for a coin, regardless of the image they've used. I think it just looks really nice on a coin. Like they've got the head and shoulders portrait on a coin. I just really like. I'd be happy to go circulating for you,
Okay.
but I can't put it in tat. I don't think it's tat. Cool. Next, we've got just some £5 coins to whiz through. So we've got Buckingham Palace.
I like the Buckingham Palace one. I like how much of an intricate design it is. Again, I know you're quite a fan of the coin as well. I wouldn't put it in the top tier, maybe the second from top.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Next, we've got. Let's have a look. I can't remember which ones we said came out this year and which ones didn't. The Seymour Unicorn was last year.
It says it on the coins in your little box, Grosey. Got the dragon and
Oh yeah,
the
I'm still
Queen's
looking on New
Panther.
Vista. Yeah, Tudor Dragon. I think it's not.
I think
huge.
circulating. It
Yeah.
was a disappointing use of a dragon, which is what upset me about the Year of the Dragon last year. I was excited for a cool looking dragon, and it doesn't look quite as exciting. And again, the Tudor beasts are they don't quite stand up to the Queen's Beast series in terms of their designs, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Okay, circulating for that one. Let's do, whilst we're there, the 2025 dated Queen's Panther.
So I would argue bottom tier for this one. On the not so much about the design. I'm more frustrated that the series started with the Seymour Panther. So we have already seen this. It's almost like they've just flipped the orientation of the creature,
Yeah.
and renamed it. Instead of the Seymour Panther, it's the Queen's Panther. And I thought, oh, maybe it's the Queen's Panther because Henry VIII, as we know, had many wives. Is it a different queen? No, it's still Queen Jane Seymour's. Is it Seymour? Yeah, Jane Seymour, isn't it? It's still her panther. So I feel like,
Fair enough.
although I get that it's for one for each of the creatures on the moat bridge, but I feel like they're double dipping here.
Let's go bottom tier for that one then. And I guess whilst we're on the topic of 2025 dated coins, the Year of the Snake.
I quite liked it. It's a nice design. I would put it middle of the road.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. In the bullion tier.
And the nice that it's a snake that can actually be found in the United Kingdom as well. So
Yeah. Cool. Then we've got Robin Hood
Robin Hood.
from the Myths and Legends.
I liked it, but again, it feels I feel a bit double dipped on this one because
We've
came
had it
out
as bullion already. I think circulating for me.
Yeah, it's a nice design. It really is a nice design, but it wasn't new and exciting, I don't think.
Cool. Next we got. Well, I might as well do the other Myths and Legends. Let's do Little John.
Okay.
We've had that as bullion as well, so I think circulating for me.
Yeah. It is a nice design. Those two, I think, are the stronger designs.
And then Maid Marian.
I think probably the same. Maybe I don't know. I feel mean. It's nice. It's a nicer design to put in tat when I'm looking at the other two that are in the tat.
Yeah. I was almost thinking bullion for that one, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Because we haven't seen it before
Okay.
as bullion, I think. So, yeah, that's why I think it ranks above for me. Cool. Then we've got George Michael.
Nice design. It does what a Music Legends needs it to do. It was a very popular release. Would I punt for BU or? I think maybe BU.
Really?
What's your thoughts then?
Well, I think that there's a lot of blank space on the coin. I know there is on the Star Wars one, that I definitely can remember what the name is. I think bullion.
Yeah. Okay, we'll compromise.
If you agree with that. Cool, and then we've got the final bond ones. So let's do these in order. So let's do the 90s. I think it's a bit of a boring design, to be honest.
Oh, I like the Bond ones though. Which one's the 90s?
The 90s
Pick it
is
up?
the that one.
Okay, I would go circulating for that one.
Yeah, that's
The
fine.
boats aren't as exciting.
Then the noughties, we've got, is it the hovercraft?
I would rank it similarly.
Circulating as well, yeah, I'd agree with that. Then we've got the 2010s, but I like aeroplanes, so
Yeah, I think that the plane is a more exciting design, so I would put it a rank higher.
bullion.
On
And
to the last one already.
on to the last one, which is the Bond films completer.
Let's see, I'm in two minds, but I can't decide if I like it more than the individual coins. With the Queen's Beast completer, I loved and definitely put that as my favourite of the set. But it's just not quite as good if we were comparing completers.
I like it. I feel like I like the way it sort of spirals around.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to put it in BU. I don't know about you.
Okay.
No, but is it as good as the others?
I will agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
do like it. I just... There we go.
So there we go. What I'll do is I'll put a picture on the screen so you can all see where we've finished. Any final amendments you want to make to this? Or do you think everything has been fairly ranked?
Yeah, the amendments I would make are the amendments I suggested, but you overruled me, so I don't feel I could just I can just change that up.
Do you reckon the Year of the Snake deserves an increase?
Looking at what else is in there, I think possibly.
Yeah, I think let's move the Year of the Snake to BU. Because it just stands out. It's such a nice design.
Yeah.
There
we go.
Okay, there we go.
Well,
yeah.
we liked our 50p's this year. That's what that says to me.
Yeah. There's a lot of... And we didn't like... Well, there are some £5 coins ranked quite highly, actually. So, yeah, I think we've done a good job there. So, yeah. Let us know your thoughts if you would have ranked anything anywhere else.
Definitely.
And with that being said, let's get back to the 2Ps. Okay, a couple nice finds. We got a fair few 2017 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 from Jersey. There is a 2008, 2006, and 1987. But the star find, in my opinion, Lytchett House. 2P, 2018. It's not in the best condition in the world, but I've never found one of those in a coin hunt before, so there we go. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.